need to know the truth.
This is a story about us. All of us.
Good morning, Kansas City.
Up against the most extraordinary event in human history.
The disclosure. What if the government didn't know
What's
aliens existed? What if Roswell wasn't a conspiracy theory? And what if humanity was only one broadcast away from learning the truth? Disclosure Day is the Steven Spielberg's return to large-scale science fiction, and instead of giving us an alien invasion movie like Independence Day, he gives us something much more dangerous. A world where the truth itself becomes the most powerful weapon. And honestly, this might be one of the Spielberg's most interesting science fiction films in years. The movie takes place in 2026. The world is on the edge of World War III. Nations are preparing for conflict. Tensions are rising. Then we meet Daniel Kilner, played by Josh O'Connor. Daniel is a cybersecurity specialist who discovers a classified information hidden inside Wardex, a secret government-linked organization. Inside those files is evidence that could change human history forever. Maybe alien encounters, government cover-ups, reverse engineered extraterrestrial technology, and decades of lies. At the same time, in Kansas City, meteorologist Margaret Fairchild, played by Emily Blunt, experiences a strange encounter with a cardinal. At first it sounds ridiculous, right? But what follows changes her life completely. Why the story is interesting, first of all. What I love about Disclosure Day is that it doesn't immediately throw spaceships into the sky. Instead of Spielberg's builds mystery. The first half feels more like a conspiracy thriller than a science fiction movie. You start asking questions. Who's telling the truth? Why is Wardex hiding this information? What exactly happened at Roswell? And why are Margaret and Daniel somehow connected? The movie constantly feeds you clues without giving you all the answers. Example like Stranger Things. Now, Emily Blunt's performance. Let's talk about Emily Blunt. Because she absolutely carries this film, Margaret could have easily become a typical sci-fi protagonist. But Blunt gives the character vulnerability, confusion, fear, curiosity. When Margaret suddenly becomes speaking an unknown extraterrestrial language during a leaf weather broadcast, you completely believe her panic. And as her physical abilities evolve throughout the film, Emily Blunt manages to keep the character grounded and human. Josh O'Connor and Colin Firth. Josh O'Connor plays the Daniel Kilner as a reluctant hero. He is not a superhero, he is not an action star, he is simply a man trying to reveal the truth. And that makes him relatable. Then we have Colin Firth as Nova Scanlon. This is one of my favorite performances in the movie because Scanlon is not a cartoon villain. He genuinely believes he's protecting humanity. That makes him much more interesting than a typical bad guy. Now, Spielberg's direction. This is where the Spielberg magic happens. Steven Spielberg understands wonder better than almost any director alive. Movies like E.T., Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and Jurassic Park all share one thing: they make audiences feel out. Disclosure Day continues that tradition. The alien mystery is not presented as horror, it's presented as discovery. Every reveal feels important, every clue feels meaningful, and Spielberg knows exactly when to hold information back. Now, visuals and music. The visuals are beautiful. The alien technology looks advanced without feeling unrealistic. The physics sequences, especially there are sequences, I doesn't want to reveal it right now, but they are very impressive. But the secret weapon of this movie is the music, okay? And John Williams returns once again. And honestly, some scenes would not have worked nearly as well without his score, because the music gives emotion to the mystery. It gives a scale to the revelations, and it makes the final act feel enormous. Themes and messages of this film. This movie is not really about aliens, it's about truth, it's about secrecy, and it's about what happens when ordinary people challenge powerful institutions. The title Disclosure Day is not just referring to extraterrestrials, it's also referring to humanity finally confronting reality, whether we are ready for it or not. What didn't work? Okay, this is the part. Now, the movie is not perfect. The middle section occasionally slows down, and some supporting characters could have received more development, and a few explanations regarding the alien mythology feel rushed. But honestly, those issues are relatively minor compared to everything the film does right. Disclosure Day is not Independence Day, it is not Star Wars, it's not Stranger Things, and it is not a typical alien invasion blockbuster. Instead, it's a thoughtful science fiction thriller that combines conspiracy, mystery, emotion, and spectacle. Emily Blunt delivers one of the strongest performances of her career. After after her recent films. And Josh O'Connor and Colin Firth are excellent. Spielberg proves once again why he remains one of cinema's greatest storytellers. Okay, for me, Disclosure Day gets a strong 9 out of 10 because this is not just a movie about alien, it's a movie about humanity discovering who it really is. And that ending, that final word, listen, absolutely brilliant. This is Kivu, and I will see you in the next review.